Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to tell you guys about Payoff. Now Payoff, I really like them because they can give you anywhere between $5,000 and $40,000 to pay off your credit cards. So if you have credit card debt right now, you need to pay off your credit cards. This may be a great company you guys can actually go with. What they'll do is they'll consolidate all of your credit cards into basically one bill, that one loan that you'll have to pay. I was talking to somebody the other day and it was like, I need to pay off my credit cards. I need to just get one bill. And this is a great company that maybe that person can actually go to also. Now, when it comes down to this company, you can see if they can approve you just by right clicking right here at the top. Clicking on check my rate. They can check to see if they can pre-approve you, and they can do this without a hard credit check. So the first step, like I said, you can go ahead and check your rate. Now, this is not going to impact your credit at all because it's not going to be a hard inquiry. Then next, you can choose the terms that you want. So I seen some people put that you can get anywhere between 2 to 5 years in terms of when you're going to pay it back. So you can decide on that. Now, don't forget, if you want to pay it back, if you want to stretch your loan out for the 5 years, you're going to basically pay more than somebody that's going to have it for the 2 years. So keep that in mind, you guys. I want you to try it. If you were to get this type of loan, or if you was to consolidate your credit cards, I want you guys to try to pay them back as soon as possible, because you're going to end up probably paying back the same amount if you have a long-term loan, and something can simply happen where you won't be able to pay it back. So just try to pay that back as soon as possible. Then next thing, you'll need you to verify your information. I did see some people say that they requested that they send in a copy of their ID. They want to verify them. They have to ask them some questions about their maiden name and, some discrepancies like that. So definitely understand that you're probably going to get something that's saying that you need to verify your identity. So make sure you guys keep up with that and e-sign your loan documents. Now, you're going to receive the funds into your account. So you get to choose which account you want to get the fund. You want to receive the funds in. And don't forget, it's between $5,000 and $40,000. Now, I pulled up their terms because you guys know I like to look at the terms. Wait, not that one. Here's the rates and terms. So let's kind of go over this section too, just so you guys can know what's going on or what would be ideal for you. Now, the loan rate is between 5.99% APR to 24.99%. Now, keep this in mind. Usually, a lot of people credit cards, they may have a higher interest rate on them. It's just normal, especially for people from my channel. You may have a higher interest rate on your credit cards. Your interest rate may be 19.99% all the way up to 29%. And if you're getting that type of interest rate on your credit cards, it'd be really great for you guys to even get 5.99% or a 10% interest rate on this loan. That would be a great thing for you guys. Now, if your credit cards is already at 5.99% and they're going to give you a loan for 24.99%, you don't want to do that. So keep that in mind. Look and see how much you're paying right now on your credit cards. I might let you guys know you can get approved from $5,000 up to $40,000. And yeah, it's between 2 to 5 years. And they say whatever works best for you. But don't forget, the longer you put something out, the more you're going to be paying on it a lot of times. So keep that in mind for sure. They have origination fees. So the origination fee is going to be between 0% to 5%. Usually origination fee means if you get a loan for $5,000, they're going to take between 0 or 5% of that as a fee for doing a loan for you. That's normal for companies to have their origination fee. It would be ideal to have the 0%, but you want to see how much of a loan you're going to get, and then also what the interest rate is going to be on your credit card, and determine if you can have a 5%, 4%, or 3% origination fee. But you have to check and see if it's going to be worth it. If you guys were to have a $16,000 loan, they're saying at 10.99% APR, your monthly payments for 48 months will be about $413. So that's just an example right there where they're showing you how much your payments can actually be. Now, they're saying that they didn't like these different things, so they didn't add it. They didn't add this to your loan. You don't have any annual fees, no return check fees. So That's really good, you guys. There's a lot of fees that you may get with some of your credit cards. No late fees, no earlier extra payment fees, no application fees. This is really good. Now, if you want to get approved for it, don't forget, all you have to do is click right here at the top and get started. Now, if you guys are in Maryland, the minimum amount that you can get is $6,100, and if you guys are in New Mexico, then the minimum amount you guys are going to be able to get is $5,100. Now, I told you I want to tell you about other options that you guys can actually take instead of just doing payoff. There's other options that you guys to take that I took before. I actually had I didn't have much in credit cards I had to pay off. I'll say I had about $4,000 at one time I wanted to pay off in credit cards. So I went to a credit union and they gave me a credit card. And I didn't have a 0% interest rate or anything like that. My interest rate was a lot lower, so that was really good. And I don't think I had to pay it. I don't think I had to pay a fee to get it transferred, that balance transfer. But I want you guys to look into doing balance transfer on credit cards, especially if they have the 0% APR for a certain amount of months. Now, the first credit card I want to talk to you guys about is Discover. So when you guys have maxed out credit cards, you can transfer your balance onto a new credit card that you get. So when you apply for a credit card, at that time, it's best that you guys do that balance transfer right away. So with this credit card, you're going to have 0% APR for 14 months. So that is really good. That means for 14 months, you guys are going to have a 0% APR. That means that interest rate that you're paying right now, you're not paying anything, basically. All that's going to be taken away. You're not going to have to pay any of that, especially if you pay it off within the 14 months, which I would suggest you guys do. Try to apply for another credit card. If you need another credit card, say if you get approved for $5,000 with the Discover, if you got $4,000 in credit cards, just put that $4,000 onto that credit card and then pay that off within the 14 months if you can. And then if you have other credit cards that still maxed out, just get a new credit card and do the 0% APR for the certain amount of months with them. But I really think that you guys should look into see if they can pre-approve you too, because there's other credit cards you guys can get. Now, this one is 0% APR for 14 months, but you also have the 3% intro balance transfer fee. So when you guys transfer your $4,000 over, say if you got approved for $5,000, they're going to charge you 3% on that $4,000, but nothing after that. If you guys pay it off within the 14 months, keep that in mind. I hope I'm not twisting up my words right now, but make sure you guys pay this back right away. I've been listening to some Dave Ramsey, and I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of my people that want to buy houses, and they can't buy a house because of their debt. So I'm kind of like, y'all get these credit cards, but make sure y'all pay them back and don't get into debt. So that's something I'm really pushing right now. Do not get yourself into debt at all. And see if they can go ahead and approve you for their other credit cards that have like a 0% APR, like 0% APR for 6 months for this credit card. That's the student credit card. There's another student credit card for 6 months. They got their travel credit card, 0% APR, but that's for purchases. Actually, these all will be for purchases. Make sure you guys check and see if it says in balance transfers. This is the only one I think that you guys will be able to do. And then they also have a business credit card if you guys need to do something similar with your business. So definitely check out Discover. Also, check out the City credit card, the Double Cash. They have the 0% APR for 18 months on balance transfers. They are going to charge you a initial intro fee of 3% for each transfer. Don't forget. And that's going to be within the first 4 months of opening your account. After that, it's going to be 5% for each transfer. Discover was also charging you 3%, so it's about the same amount for them. And then you also have Chase, which will give you that 0% APR with their Freedom Flex and their Freedom Unlimited. So you guys have that option. So 0% intro for the 15 months. And if you guys pay it off within the 15 months, which I think you guys should do, if you guys have credit card debt, I think that you should try to raise your income to try to pay off that debt. I don't think that you guys should just think you're going to just pay on it and get a loan for 5 years or something like that. I would like for you guys to just get a second job or get some type of side hustle and just pay them off right away. And if you guys were to do a balance transfer to this one and you guys are paying 0% interest, that would be amazing because you're going to be done with that credit card way faster than anybody on a loan. So I definitely think you guys should look into doing balance transfer if you can, but don't forget Payoff is there for you. I suggest even if you were to get Payoff, pay more towards your principal and make sure that you are not getting into any additional credit card debt if you're in any credit card debt. But if you guys have any questions for me, definitely let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video.